So what I would recommend, you want to get files, whether it's documents, JPEG pictures, MP3 audio files, MP4 video movie files, whatever you want, off your computer onto another device and eventually on your new laptop and everything. So I ordered a 2 terabyte flash drive, but it's still coming in the mail any day. But we'll just pretend that's what this is. A small little flash drive. Not doesn't take much space. And you just plug it in, of course, to your computer. It'll recognize it probably, and there it is. Let's see. I'll click on it. And then I'm going to open up my flash drive. And of course, if it's a brand new one, there's not going to be any files on it like this. But we'll just work with it for now. So let's see here. So let's say, all right, so I have, my D drive is what I have it plugged in. It doesn't matter if it's your D, E, G, or F drive, whatever. But then I want to open up another window and leave this one open. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to open up my pictures that are on my computer itself. So now I have this window that says this PC, pictures, blah, blah, blah. And then go over, I'm going to click on to my terabyte here. See, it's still there. All right, so here's my pictures. So there's a few ways to send files from your computer or whatever to your flash drive. So I'm gonna select a picture here. Let's see. I'll select this one. So I'm gonna select it by left clicking it, and then if I right click and I tell it to send to, and then I go over to my terabyte that's here, click on it, and then it will appear. This is my terabyte here, and there it is. It's on. I still got to have both windows open. This is my terabyte, and this is the last thing you see there is the picture that I just transferred from the computer. It's still on the computer and it's on the flash drive as well. But there's a couple of things. If you want to take it off your computer completely, because that's what you're going to want to do, wipe out those hard drives, and free up space eventually. And that way you could have all your stuff onto a small device like this. It doesn't take up any space or room. So yeah, you could go to this picture here that's on the computer still, and right click it, and of course delete it. But if you wanted to transfer this file like I did already, so let's take another picture here. I'm trying to find another one here. If I want to transfer a file to my terabyte and get it off my computer completely and delete it off there, I'll just go to cut. So now it's going to cut it, and then I click over to my window here that's a terabyte. I right click and hit paste, and now it's going to appear here now. So now it's this picture here. Now it's on my terabyte flash drive, and then I'm going to go over to click onto my computer pictures, and it's not there anymore. So it's deleted. So if you want to do it that way, you can. I do it both ways, but the one thing that's safe, just in case, if you don't do the cut and paste, which deletes it after you paste it, paste it to wherever you want it to go to and deletes it off your computer or whatever. Let's say something happened by chance in the middle of all that, and you cut it, and then something happened, and it might be hard to retrieve it again. It's like, oh, now it could be deleted, but that's just my preference. But you can always go like drag everything or send multiple files all at a time. If you click on one, like if you left click on a file, and then you, let's say I click on a file right here, and then I scroll down a lot all the way. I can't do that. I'm using one hand right now, so it's kind of hard for me. And then let's say you hit shift, you hold down shift and hold that button down, and then I believe you left click on the last picture you want. So let's say I did that, and you selected like 200 items or whatever. So you selected 200 items to transfer from your computer to the flash drive. So now they're all highlighted and selected, and you can cut and paste all those at once, or you can, once you hold down Shift and then you left click at the same time, and then you could drag all of them, as many as you want at once, into, your terabyte window here, onto your terabyte. But there's that way. But yeah, cut and paste or send to are a couple options there, And then once you have everything on your flash drive, let's say you filled it up and there's like 2 terabytes, 2,000 gigs basically worth of information on there. Now it's on there, it's not on a cloud or anything, it's there, unless this thing gets damaged. And they're usually made pretty sturdy. I mean, if you like accidentally like drop it and break it or whatever, of course it would be damaged. But it's always good to have backup copies of your files, so you can always maybe transfer them onto another little flash drive. I'd rather have 2 flash drives like this as opposed to big towers, of terabytes and hard drives and all that stuff, But yeah, so, and if you want to keep some pictures on your computer, and it's not of course, like JPEG pictures take the least amount of space compared to MP3s and MP4s. They take more room, and of course MP4s, if it's a movie, of course it's bigger file and everything. A movie is longer than a song, so just think of it like that. So, but yeah, and like let's say you have a 2 terabyte in, and then you have all these files that you selected. Let's say there's 20,000 files or whatever. Of course, it's going to take a long time to transfer, but just making sure you have enough room. So it should be able to tell you down there when you select the files. Like right now I have 1 file selected, but let's say you have like 50 files selected or whatever. It'll tell you how many total are selected and how big they are, Like this is 54 kilobytes, there's kilobytes, megabytes, gigabytes, and of course terabytes is after that. So it'll tell you how much is there. So even before you start to transfer it over, you'll know how much space you're getting ready to transfer over to here. And of course, if you don't have enough room on your terabytes to do the transfer you want, then maybe try to select less. Maybe instead of 15,000, maybe try 12,000 or whatever, depending on the math here, and then highlight. And if that isn't quite enough room over here, then you say, okay, maybe 10,000 I could do. So then you get the 10,000, let's say, that will fit on your terabyte, but at least you're taking off 10,000 files, so you could delete them off your computer, and at least you have that many here. So that'll free up some space at least. If you shouldn't get to that, but it's possible, And I'm not sure if they make 4 terabyte flash drives. They make 4 terabyte and 6 terabyte, I think, and maybe even 8 terabyte that are bigger. They're still small, but they're bigger size than this. And it's a USB you plug in kind of a thingy. But this is just a straight USB thing without a plug, kind of. You just put it in, and it's a little bit smaller and all that. So yeah, so that's how to do that.